So what is your first feeling now after the game?
I mean, at least in the third game, I think that we are just giving too much space for free, all the time. I'm not really sure if it's either that we are really scared to hold the position, but I feel like really disappointed and disgusted because I think that in that sense we are giving them a lot of opportunities that shouldn't exist, and it triggers me.
Okay. You lost two games against two teams that are shown like able to contest top four with Navi and Vitality. Is it concerning for you and your team at this time of the year?
I mean, I think anyways we will still make it to playoffs. I think like overall I see us as the better team. I I also understand that in the sense that, for example, we're gonna have to play three games in Madrid in the roadshow, and it's gonna be into the three best teams. So I think that week is gonna be the most important one. But overall, I'm not really scared about the playoffs itself. I think the level doesn't really concern me. I think it's just mostly how we are performing and how we are working as individuals is the thing that we need to change. But I think we should be better teams than Navi and Vitality. So yeah.
Melzhet talked to us last week. He said he was quite angry with some things happening in the team and how things were going. Do you feel like it's important and necessary sometimes that your coach has to speak like that to wake you all up?
I think it's like, for example, I have been working with him for a long time, and I would rather prefer that he like this than many coaches that are NPCs. I think he really is passionate about what he does, and he really wants us to improve because he also has seen the potential and how good we are in other moments, and basically he wants us to be on our peak, and he's just pushing us. And I think at that point, it's just either how you handle it. If people get surprised a bit, I saw like in social media of how the things have been said, but I think it's pretty normal. But I mean, I agree with him. Like, I think we need to step up as individuals and as a team because what we are showing is nowhere close to our objectives for this split. So,
If we look back since the beginning of the year, what's make it difficult for you and your team to improve and to progress and to work in the sense that you would like to?
and I think practice overall hasn't been the best. I think this week at least we step it up. Like, we are doing better and we're taking it more seriously. We are studying the game as well all together. But I think like you also go to this game. I think, for example, something that we had before that we were really good when it comes to officials. Even in screens, it was like toxic. But I think now we are not really going with the confidence that we can beat them or that we are better than them. And it's showing that we are taking so many rash decisions, so many weird, like, I mean, I cannot really describe it because I think from inside it's much easier to see as well. But I think we are playing really weirdly. And of course, when there is tension and there is pressure, even you're gonna do even more mistakes because you are not training with that pressure already. So yeah, I think it's just we need to be better competitors in the sense that we need to step up in, for example, how we deal with the tension and the pressure. And I think in this last game we didn't take the handle. So
On a personal side, what would you say caused you the most problems right now in your gameplay? What do you think you should work on and improve? And did you feel like you changed anything in your way to play compared to last year, for example?
hmm I think I'm improving. I think we can discuss as well if it could be faster. But at the same time, I think, for example, something that is really important is how you play around the vision. Of course, as the support, I'm the guy that is putting the wards, but also trying to involve myself with the team objective, knowing where we want to play, knowing when I need to put like a vision around mid or I need to put defensive vision, when I can be a bit tricky or like as well getting deep info so we can take decisions faster. And I think also something that I need to improve still is on laning phase because I think I can make a big difference compared to the LEC bot lanes that I don't think that they are that strong on laning phase compared to when I go to international. So yeah, I think
Okay.
those 2 points.
To move to an happier news, a few days ago, MKOI announced that you were renewing with the team until 2028. Was it like an obvious choice for you to continue with the team, or did you add some more opportunity to look somewhere else, or were you interested by something else at some point?
I mean, I always think, like you always think about all the opportunities or all the possibilities itself. But I think, for example, being on this team with the project that I believe that will make me win the most, I think setting team with Melzhet is probably the best thing that I can possibly do because I think he's the most passionate person that I have seen as well in esports. And I think he has a really high ceiling and he can make me improve a lot. And also, like, of course, I think being on KOI on the org already, I think it's something that not really sure how to express to you how I value it, but I think it's yeah pretty fun. Of course, like when we go to the road shows and we see all the fans as well cheering for us and everything, it also helps me as well to make the decision. But I will say I'm mostly focused on where I think I can be the best version of myself, and I think that big here more years is gonna be. But I still need to work and to be the
Do you,
better version of
do
myself.
you feel like it's something you can find in another team that KOI right now?
I think the if I go to another team, maybe I will see another version of myself, and maybe I will see what areas I am like more weak because, for example, I will need to adapt to a new environment. But I think overall I'm already aware of many situations or many things that happen, and of course you will never know because you didn't try. Like I have been in a project with Melted and with Supa, and then since 2022 summer, so I already know as well how these people work, and that's why I think, yeah, being on this place is gonna also push me farther or harder to work. But you never know as well. Maybe in another team, maybe I will have to work myself harder because I will be surrounded with people that I don't know, so I will push myself harder. But I don't think so. I think my personality itself wouldn't be like that.
Okay, okay. Recently, there is also a lot of rumors around different countries for the next competitions in November. That will be the Esports Nation Cup. Is it something that, personally, you're interested in it, or is it an objective that you want to participate in it, or is it
Yeah, I
just
mean,
like something else?
I would like to participate. I wanna represent Spain, and I think it can be a really cool tournament. That I think it's a good idea to basically bring the nations itself to competition, because of course always it's like the stronger teams or whatever. Like in this case, for example, Korea and China should be really strong, but I think it can be really fun for the spectator and for the viewers, and also since it's a short tournament, I think it will be fun to try it out. So yeah, I'm
How,
looking forward.
how would you rank Spain if you had a Spain squad right now? How would you rank it compared to the other European teams right now, for example?
I mean, to other European teams, I'm pretty confident. I think maybe France is strong, but I think overall France and Spain should be the best ones. I'm mostly like concerned about either Korea, China, and I think, for example, some people, like for example, they can have a decent roster, like with Togo, with the last CFO roster that they had before. So yeah, I think I will say those top three can be scary because they have served team for a long time, or like the people that work there, they are either really good. Because for example, Korea can bring the T1 roster, but I think on Europe we should be yeah a contender. I will need to think as well about all the other rosters right now because I don't really remember, but I remember I saw it, and yeah, I think we will be like on the top three at least of Europe.
Well, thank you for your replies, Alvaro.
Thank you.
Thank you for your answers, and good luck for your next games, and see you another time, maybe.
Thank you. Have a good night.